Prevention First, a new vision for safety in Alachua County. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Psalms 119, verse 165. This verse is the first line in the book I wrote, The Art of Forgiveness, an expression of peace. Little did I know it would become my mantra during this campaign for Alachua County Sheriff. It reminds me to stay grounded, focused on serving the public, and to seek peace when in the midst of challenging moments. With over 30 years of public policy experience, working on transportation, healthcare, housing, and economic development initiatives, and serving as chief of staff for the mayor in one of the nation's largest counties, I've seen firsthand what it takes to run an efficient, safe, and fiscally responsible operation. I helped manage a $1.2 billion budget. But my key takeaway has always been about people. We must put people over politics, which is why I chose to run as an independent candidate. Safety isn't about politics. It's about protecting people. It's a fundamental issue that affects us all. This campaign has only reinforced that belief for me. At 19 years old, I became the youngest anchor for the news at my local TV station, covering crime, politics, and the pressing issues of our daily lives. But running for sheriff has given me a closer look at the stories that don't make the headlines. Families quietly grappling with mental health crises, veterans battling invisible wounds, and the systemic challenges that our most vulnerable citizens face every day. These stories don't always get the attention they deserve. We've become desensitized to the harsh realities or feel powerless to address such monumental societal issues. But we can make a difference, just as Dorothea Dix did in 1850. She saw the horrific conditions in which veterans and the mentally ill were kept, especially in jails. Her determination led to the establishment of the first mental health hospitals in America, even though, as a woman, she didn't even have the right to vote. Dix's efforts remind me that real change often comes from those willing to stand in the gap for others. This issue is deeply personal for me. My son, a Navy veteran, suffers from PTSD and military trauma. He raised his right hand to protect my freedom, but in doing so, he lost his own. He's been in and out of jail because he struggles with mental health. It's a heart-wrenching reality I know all too well. Veterans like him deserve our support, not incarceration. As sheriff, I will work tirelessly to ensure we take the right steps toward prevention and treatment to address these issues before they spiral out of control. I've spoken with countless individuals, parents, veterans, and business owners, revealing a more complex reality about safety in Alachua County. For example, a father shared his fear of what might happen to his autistic son after he passes. "I'm not afraid to die," he said. "I'm scared to die because of what might happen to my son." This sentiment echoed across many conversations I've had. What proactive plans do we have in place for adults with autism, Alzheimer's, and other mental illnesses? We cannot continue to ignore the profound impact of doing nothing. It's time to step up, learn from history, and act now to ensure the safety, well-being, and dignity of every individual in our community. Our jail is overpopulated with people who need help, not incarceration. The men and women of law enforcement do a great job keeping dangerous criminals off our streets, but more than half of our jail population struggles with mental illness issues. Gun violence cannot be solved with handcuffs alone. We must be proactive by addressing the root cause of homicides and gun-related suicides. How can we continue to ignore the fact that twice as many Americans are dying from gun-related suicide than homicides? I believe we can do better. We need to focus on prevention first. Mental health crisis should be met with trained professionals, not jail cells. Law enforcement must partner with healthcare providers, mental health specialists, and community leaders to prevent crime while ensuring officers are trained and supported. Most importantly, we must guarantee that those who serve to protect us make it back home to their families. It's time for us to be proactive by investing in sustainable solutions that address the root causes of crime and building a sheriff's office that our community can look to for help before crisis. I know we can do this because I've done it before. I've navigated political and financial roadblocks, secured millions of dollars to keep vital healthcare facilities open, and always prioritize the needs of the community. If not now, when? I'm asking for your vote for Alachua County Sheriff because you deserve leadership that prioritizes prevention and protection. Together, we can build a brighter, safer, and more secure Alachua County for all. Let's seize this moment to create a lasting change for today and for future generations. I'm Pamela Marshall Coons, your independent candidate for Alachua County Sheriff. Thank you for joining us for Chat with Pamela. We'll see you next time.